The world of illegal video games and consoles in South Africa is crazy, chaotic, and mind-blowing. Fake consoles are sold at the biggest Pakistani shops and Indian shops, which are not registered as businesses here in South Africa. It's total madness here. I am just surprised Nintendo and PlayStation have not sued second billion-dollar businesses that sell their fake or copied video game consoles and make millions out of that. I am surprised a company as evil as Nintendo have not filed a cease and desist for these companies using their intellectual property and gaining a lot of money with that. When I was growing up, piracy was big in South Africa, especially when it came to DVD movies and music albums, CDs. But when it came to video games, piracy, it was scarce in South Africa. It was hard to pirate video games. The market was non-existent, unlike countries like Russia, India, Brazil, Iraq, and many more others. We did not have street vendors that sold pirated video games. What made video game piracy difficult in South Africa was because video games have aggressive anti-piracy protection, complex data structures, and the need for perfect data integration. While movie discs have standardized or less encryption like SS that is widely understood and broken, game discs are designed to deliberately break the reading capability of standard computer drives to prevent copying. Pirating video games require IT knowledge and coding knowledge, which some street vendors lack in South Africa. Also, the amount of people who have consoles is small, so even if these street vendors sold pirated video games, they would not make the profit they want. In South Africa, growing up, if you were unable to buy a PlayStation, Xbox, or even a Nintendo console, a TV game had your back. It was fun and cool for a little while until you were able to afford a PlayStation, Xbox, and a Nintendo console. Some might ask, what's a TV game? It's a bootleg or fake console that has pirated video games from Nintendo, Konami, Hidden Soft, Namco, Atari, and all the big 80s and 90s gaming companies. But 50% of games on these consoles are from Nintendo and the other 50% from other gaming companies. As a kid playing these fake consoles, I did not notice that they had pirated video games in them. But now, as a grown-up with the vast knowledge about gaming I have now, this is criminal. It is mind-blowing to me that a big company like Shoprite and Checkers, worth billions, 159.2 billion rands and 23.5 billion rands respectively, are selling fake or bootleg consoles. It's crazy that a company as evil as Nintendo has let this go, with them having evil hearts and taking down emulators people use for their old games. They have even taken down multiple modes of their old games so that people don't play them, and have also taken down some YouTube videos using their intellectual properties and video games that are similar to their popular franchises. E.g., they sued Palworld for quote-unquote for copying Pokemon. So it was a surprise to me that they have not sued Shoprite or Checkers for making millions out of their copied consoles and pirated video games. If you are not satisfied with games on these bootleg consoles, you can buy cartridges at Pakistan and Indian shops. These ones, I understand why they are not sued. Even if Nintendo searched for them, they would not find them, and there are just many of them selling these pirated cartridges. One of the popular console Shoprite and Checkers sell is Super 8-bit Game TV Game console. This is the fake version of the PS1 without PS1 games. 8-bit TV Game Station is based on another fake console called Polystation. So this is a fake of a fake 8-bit TV game station with a heart. I don't know where this one was copied from, but to me, it still looks like the police station. The 16-bit TV game station is the fake Nintendo Wii console. It was copied from the telestation. This one was copied from the PS1. I forgot to mention, but Nintendo entered the South African market in 1992 and took legal action against Golden China and Regis Entertainment, now known as Toys R On Us, a chain of toy stores throughout the country, for selling Regis Entertainment System, a fake Famicom for Nintendo.
Play your favorite TV game on Reggie's TV Entertainment System. Just 199 Rand.
In Denmark, in 1996, Nintendo hired a bulldozer to destroy multiple illegal copies of cartridges that had their games worth $28,000. But even after doing this, the piracy still continued. Over the years, Nintendo just gave up suing people because they saw they were spending a lot of money suing people and finding these pirated video games and consoles than gaining in profits. Also, hardware patents usually last 20 to 25 years. Those patents are now expired, meaning anyone can legally recreate similar hardware. So cloning old Nintendo hardware design itself is illegal today, but the games inside are illegal. These clones are popular in Russia, South America, Middle East, several Asian countries, and Africa. So Nintendo saw that it's not worth fighting the small markets in these countries. Plus, these consoles are bought by poor people that either way would not be able to buy the original Nintendo consoles. Most of these clones, copies, and bootlegs of these consoles come from three major countries, which are China, Taiwan, and less commonly South Korea. Historically, many clones originated in Taiwan. In later years, shifted heavily to mainland China, specifically in the Guangdong province. Due to lower production costs, some may ask, why are these consoles so cheap? It's because they are made cheap materials that don't last long, cheap labor from the workers, and do not pay them proper salaries. That's why these fake consoles are so cheap. You can get these consoles as cheap as $5 to $10, 200 rands in South Africa, but was as cheap as 20 rands back in the day when the rand was still strong. In Taiwan, these drones were made by these companies, TXC Corporation, which made the Micro Genius, and NTDEC or ASTA, lesser known brands Legend Technology Co. Ltd or Redent, which made Game X, a portable handheld Famicom clone. Beat Corporation, they produced Famicom clones, e.g. Beat 70. Other minor manufacturers are Kaisel Electronic, Mirage International Co., and Kingway Electronics. In China, I don't know how to say this, but I'll put it up here. One of the most iconic Chinese Famicom clones, their little tyrant systems, were hugely popular in the early 1990s in China. Some of the other companies are not known because they avoid being sued or arrested for selling these clones of consoles. They mostly sell their clones on online platforms like Wish, AliExpress, Alibaba, Temu, Amazon to move their business. They mostly use resellers or runners to sell for them so that they don't get caught. Growing up, playing TV games was nice, especially if you were not able to afford the real consoles like PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendos, or even a PC. You would get frustrated telling your parents to buy you a PlayStation, Xbox, or Nintendo console, and they come back with a TV game because they generally don't know the difference between a PlayStation and a TV game. But legitimately, now as an adult, I don't blame them because they are genuinely not real gamers, so they would not know the difference between the two. Plus, shopkeepers lie to them cause they know they are naive and are not into gaming like that to even care what's real or fake. What angered me as a kid is that some of these consoles came up saying 1000 games in one, but when you play, only 50 are the real ones. All the others are fake. The other ones change starting level, e.g. Super Mario starts at a different level, e.g. well 2, 3, 4 or even 5. In other numbers, change difficulty, e.g. Super Mario gets harder on other numbers. Swap player lives in other numbers. Games give the player less lives. Flip palettes or speed up the gameplay, e.g. Super Mario gets faster in other numbers. So Super Mario becomes 20 games. Same game but changed. Contra becomes 15 entries and Tank becomes 30 entries, and other games do the same thing. Same game but changed but not changed. I don't know if you guys get me or not. One of my oldest memory playing TV games was when our parents would complain that TV games would break their TVs. That annoyed me as a kid so much. I always thought that was not true. As I grew older, I found out that this was true. Certain types of TV games can damage TVs, primarily through screen burn-in. I remember when the cartridge would not play and you would blow into it, and that would work like a charm, and the cartridge would continue playing. If this did not work, separate the chip from the case and your chip with games would play beautifully. There was nothing more exciting coming back from school tired and relax yourself with TV games alone or with your friends. The power adapters of TV games were so damn hot. For example, if you were to put them in a block of papers, they would literally start a fire. These adapters were a hazard. Sometimes they would blow up or randomly stop working. What I liked about TV game cartridges back then was how cheap they were. One cartridge costed like 20 rands, so I played a lot of games. The sound quality and effects on these video games were truly amazing, even though they have aged a bit. The two-player aspect of TV games, playing with your friends and siblings without needing an internet connection, was super cool. Most popular TV video games from South Africa are Super Mario. Everyone knows Super Mario. Battlefield. This game was super cool. Playing with your friends and siblings, trying to finish the game, but we never did. Adventure Island, super cool. Soccer, cool game since everyone in South Africa are football fans. Contra, the two-player of this game, was super cool. It was difficult but worth it. All the Olympic games were cool. Track and field, triple jump, 100-meter dash, long jump, javelin throw, 110-meter hurdles, hammer throw, high jump, ski shooting, archery. Sega's Charlie was good. Excite Bike, Bomberman was also cool. Kung Fu, this game was amazing but hard. Donkey Kong was amazing. I remember playing F1 race. Good game but difficult. I could not finish it. Tennis was also cool. Road Fighter was amazing. Duck Hunt was really good. The gun thing was such an advanced technology. It blew my mind as a kid, considering how cheap the console was. Tetris was amazing. Pac-Man, exceptional. Games that were good and not that popular that I liked: The Legend of Cage, Dr. Mario, Balloon Fight, Ice Climber, Bruce Lee Karate Master, and Poyen. And another thing, Nintendo, don't fuck with TV games. Fusek your shit.
Tell me why. I'm was like, I bought you a Wii. I got you a Wii for Christmas. It wasn't no fucking Wii. It was a Wii. Say Wii on it. When the fuck has a Wii ever been fucking blue? She had the audacity to tell me this, so I was playing. I was like, mine's like, the motion control not working. Like, where's the Wii Sports at? Tell me why I had to turn the controller sideways like this and play baseball. I'm like, Mom, the motion control, it might be messed up. I'm gonna have to take it back, get you another one. Me not realizing until I turned like 20, so my mom bought me a fake ass Wii.